ever wondered why you're attracted to another tribe that you're not from originally? Has it ever occurred to you why you love their culture, but then it's not your culture? Could there be a reason? Why does that happen? Today's episode, in which I'm going to be sharing a story with you, which is based on true life event, highlights this big question that I just asked. Because it's kind of a wonder. It's something that we're not new to. It's been happening. You find some people who are interested in other cultures that is not theirs, or most of the time they're surrounded by people from other cultures and they get to fall in love with that culture and just feel like they are one with those people more than they are one with their own people. So this story highlights this question, and even more, the story highlights mental health issues that follow from the consequences of being treated differently. Hi, welcome back to MyndMedium. My name is Martha Okia. If it's your first time to be here, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I promise you it's going to be an interesting episode. I hope you're fine. I hope you're enjoying your months. July is always a special month for me. Every year it's special. It's a time to reflect. For me, it's a time to check if I'm still grounded, if you know what I mean. So, on today's episode, it's about a true life story. So, a few months back, I received a message on my Instagram from a young lady who was asking me if I was interested to share a true life story. And I was excited. I said, yes, I would love to. So she told me she wants to tell her life story. She wanted to share with the world. And since I'm a content creator, she would love for me to do so. And I said, okay. So then she started narrating her story. In between our chat, I was like, wait a minute, is this for real? I was shocked because it's my first time to experience such a thing. Someone I don't know from anywhere before. She doesn't know me from anywhere as well, but she wanted me to share her story. I was shocked, so I was like, oh my god, is this for real? So I had to talk myself out of it to convince myself that yes, it's for real. After all, that's why this channel is here. And her story, the experience exposed me to a new world, and also exposed me to see another world through someone else's eyes. Her story reminded me of how every one of us is going through similar situations. Most of us have grown up with pain. We've experienced deep pain. Some of us are still going through these pain that we've carried from even childhood. But thankful we're all here today. So let me not waste much of your time. So in order for me to ensure that this content is authentic as possible, I had to tell her to record the story herself, so it doesn't, so it feels as real, as possible, instead of me just telling you. So it's best she tells it herself for you to hear. Her story highlights the question I asked from the onset. How can one be attracted to a culture that you're not from? How can one feel deeply loved and accepted by a culture that you originally you're not from? Her story highlights awareness on mental health issues that come with being treated differently, and if if you believe in reincarnation or past life, there have been, I don't know if I would say evidence or research, or no, I'd say, I don't know, people's lives work that has been on this subject, reincarnation and past lives, and us, maybe some of us or our souls have been part of older ages before. It's this could just explain the reason why, maybe for instance, me of today is probably attracted to another culture maybe I was a part of before, maybe, I'm just saying. But this and many more is what a story highlights, and it's a true life story. We all can resonate with it because we all have gone through pain, and I'm so happy that I get to do something like this, something as special and impactful and wonderful as this. She wanted to share a story because she needed to also share her message to the world through her own experiences. So stay tuned and enjoy. I'll be back soon.
I've come to realize that just like almost everyone else, I wanted to be loved and accepted. So this is my story. I was a girl who struggled because of following and admiring other people's culture. I was born in India, in a small town of Navsari located in Gujarat state, where at time the racism was at peak. There was fairness cream to promote the mentality that the light-skinned people can do everything and can achieve greater success compared to the dark-skinned people. If you want to succeed in life, you have to be light-skinned. So, as I'm half Arabic and my family is the refugees of Iranian people, I was a bit lighter compared to my other classmates since childhood. And I'm my grandmother's favorite because I'm lighter than my other siblings and cousins. So I'm a bit spoiled since childhood. At my school, kids used to be jealous of me because I was my teacher's favorite. Time goes on, and now I'm like 14, and a group of guys at my school try to touch my private parts. And that is when it was my last year of the school, and I got asked out by a teacher. I refused him, but he got my details and kept on texting me because of this. I finally gave my exams and not decided to go to high school but to pursue a high school diploma. There also I find some kind of ill treatment from my classmate because I studied mechanical engineering and the girls don't do it. So when I became 16, I found out that I'm not happy with the culture I'm born into. So I start getting knowledge about African culture, and I get discriminated against for doing that. My own mother didn't like it and started telling me mean things about it. I find a boyfriend at 17, but there is, because of my luck, that guy was not from the same religion and he ill-treated me. He started abusing me. So I started smoking and drinking and found out on my birthday month that he was cheating. Later, in all of this, my parents saw me very depressed, and they were also very concerned that if I move to another foreign country, I'm gonna marry a Nigerian man. So guess what? They find me an Indian guy, and I caught his eyes in the first sight, and he got my name tatted on. I even got my Canadian visas, but I didn't go there because that guy from the States was very obsessed with me, and I don't wanted to marry him. So with a strong will, I decided to move to the UK for my own good, but didn't see the forcing struggles. The first house I went in the UK was kind of rough because everybody was ignoring her daughter, but liked me when they come to see her daughter for marriage. So one time they kicked me out of their house, so then I took the university help and moved to the university accommodation. There I find a bunch of cool people. Guy diverted me towards Christianity, which was the blessing in my life, I would say. And the Zimbabwe guy guided me through all of the religious things. There, in my student accommodation, later on, after like 3 months, I find myself a Nigerian boyfriend, my Nigerian Prince Charming. But he was Yoruba, so my Igbo friends were not happy with it. So I had frequent arguments with my Igbo friends that he's gonna cheat, and I used to take his side, but as I would say, my life is like everybody hates Chris, and I never got loved. I was always discriminated against the people who love me, and I feel like my own people are Africans. I have gone through abuse. My first ex in India, he did physical abuse, but this one, the Nigerian one, he did emotional and verbal abuse, called me lots of stuff. This guy told me I'm an evil woman and I'm not close to God, whereas he's a Christian and he himself doesn't go to church a lot, and he doesn't have the Holy Spirit himself, and he's living by flesh. This didn't change the fact that I'm more confident, and when I live like a Nigerian, and you know what, I speak Pidgin English and Yoruba. I wear waist beads, and when I get my braids done, I'm admiring myself in the mirror like, oh my God, I'm gonna marry myself. A Nigerian friend gave me the native name of his tribe, which is Yoruba, and he calls me Oindamola. I can cook jollof rice. I love to eat fufu, eforiro, egusi, moi moi, and I admire the Nigerian culture a lot, even though my passport must be Indian, but by heart I'm Omo Niger. I love Nigeria and I'm Niger proud. My Bible study leader, he said, Tasha, all of this is preparing you for your future. My message to the world is to accept that, welcome and respect other countries and other cultures, particularly about mental health issues which follow after that. Don't try to fit in and please other people. People will only observe what they want. And it's very hard to try to make yourself clear to everyone and make everyone happy. Some people may act sweet, but not always wish good for you. Most importantly, don't rush feelings or force love. At the end, I would like to pass a message to each one of you. And I would like to say, most importantly, don't rush your feelings or force love. At the end of the day, if it's meant to be, it will. Don't be someone else, be you.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you could resonate with it. Don't forget to leave down your comments down below. Share your experiences, share your opinion, share how you feel towards our story, towards today's episode. And just in case you also feel like sharing your personal story with me, you can either send me an email. If you click on the bio on my channel, you would see my email. You can send it to me privately via email. Or if you're okay sharing your story or experience of any sort, if you're okay sharing it down on the comment section, you can do so if you don't mind mind it being public in that way, you can do so. But any other thing if you wanna share, please do share, even if it's not related to today's topic. But share all what you know about reincarnation, so past life. Why do we experience these things? Share your opinion about being treated differently. If you've experienced something like this before, share everything that you want to share. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time, don't forget, it's a new world we are creating. So let's roll. Bye bye.